It's Week 9 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Giants, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100. Next, he adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now it's Griffin.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the shotgun, Griffin. And Thomas has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
From the gun, it's Griffin.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Thomas.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team. Right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We've got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Out of the gun, Griffin.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, McLeod, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
At the Commanders' 49-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Washington offense back out there.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 22 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Griffin.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
Here's Griffin to throw. It's brought in by Harris. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance. And they got it done.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now it's Griffin. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On 3rd down, here's Harris.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now Griffin.
That swung out wide to Harris.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Griffin. He gets it complete to Harris. And some room to work.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Griffin.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Once again, Griffin. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Thomas
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And New York set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football. While we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And the Commanders' first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Griffin. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Now Griffin. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Bates' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Well, a throw here right sideline falls incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jared Goff, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Nick Boyle, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Washington will take over.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start the drive with Harris.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Harris running straight ahead, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 41, Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun, it's Griffin.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Play action. Now Griffin. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
They'll run with Robinson.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McLeod.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Robinson up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run again here with Robinson.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on first down.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Griffith. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A pickup of 2 yards. And Washington first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 20-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 15-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Griffin.
That is caught. Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds Robinson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try the left side. McLeod. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And this will be a Giants first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Up the middle they go. McLeod stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
43-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
They'll start with the option.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keep it at 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Griffin to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And they run with Harris off the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 34.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Griffin. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 31-yard line.
On the option, here's Griffin.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And New York set to take the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on.
And now here is another interception. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That good for 19 and a first down.
19 yards. First down.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Commanders, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,